Give it a minute. And hello, Real United, and welcome to Real United Talk. My name is Deidre Riggs, and as the title of the video suggests, twas the day after the night before. So today I just want to go over a few final thoughts about the last night's game with the win away at PSG. And all things, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I think it's as bad as what we see. And it crashed after 30 seconds. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I'm going to carry on it as anyway. I'm just trying to pretend that that's not really doing that. Hopefully the live comments will start coming through soon. So yeah, obviously last night at the I always forget the name of PSG's ground, Parc de Summit, Parc de Paris, one like that. We obviously beat PSG. Now, in looking back at it, the cold light of day, was it the best performance in the world? No, it wasn't. Did we get the job done? Yes. Was there a few scrappy moments? Yes. But did we overall deserve the win? Yes. And that's the biggest positive I think I can take from this. I mean, I think me and Marcus did a show last night, and when we were discussing it, I think the original win back against PSG in 2019 was a lot better, because I think there's more at stake. It's a knockout. It's the last minute. Except Rashford. Do you know what I mean? It was just one of those beautiful moments. Now, this game was a lot different to that. I mean, obviously, this isn't necessarily the same PSG side we faced, but this wasn't the same Manchester United team that they faced. That night we didn't have Pogba, so now we didn't have Pogba until we brought him on. But I think I don't know. You see, I keep getting caught in two minds. I think last night, if Rashford would have been a bit more clinical, a bit decision making, like I said last night, I believe that this game could have been 3-4-1. We actually were that good. We played really well in defence. Didn't concede a lot. We didn't allow them to really press us. There's normally that bit in the game where you kind of take your foot off the gas and you then start allowing pressure on, and then it almost becomes a fight to get the pressure off of you. Just give me 2 seconds. There we go. I don't know whether you've actually heard anything I've actually said up to this point, Martin, because it's been a little bit funny. Right, so as I was saying, I'm back now. The game overall, I mean, obviously, like I said last night, me and Marcus did the player ratings. I don't think anybody necessarily had an awful game or a bad game. I think defensively we were spot on. I don't think can't remember the last time I've seen us play that well defensively. I mean, the fact that their goal didn't even come from a bit of genius or a bit of good play from Neymar or Di Maria or Mbappe, it was an own goal. Kind of showed how well we played. Line from the mine shaft back then. Yeah, I actually live near, obviously, some mines as well. Strange that you should say that. Heard everything, the stream's fine. Thank you, Martin. So, this obviously brings me on to my next point. Are things as bad as what we originally feared? I mean, I don't want to get caught up in the whole hype train. Obviously, we beat PSG. But, this was a good team. They've had a good run of form. I think they've won the last 5 games. So this wasn't exactly like we beat a bunch of foreigners. This wasn't like when we beat Newcastle, which was even the same again. I think that result against Newcastle flattered us almost. But this game, disappointing news about Greenwood this morning. Yeah, I haven't actually managed to have a check on it, George. So I've got to be honest, I've been kind of busy this morning. Has something come out about Greenwood? Why he was dropped? Need to see where we are by the next international break. Yeah, I mean, but when you look at it, we've obviously quietly somehow gone about it where now we've actually got a couple of options, because I honestly thought Fred was going to be on his way out. If Fred can carry on the performances like last night, then all power to him. Same for McTominay. I thought they were both absolutely brilliant. So if we can get them doing that consistently, it's fucking crashed again. It then means you've got the likes of, Pogba, Matic, McTominay, Fred, Van der Beek, Fernandez. It's not exactly a bad option. And like I said, I can't actually wait to see what this young lad Palestra can do. And we've obviously got Traore coming in January. Being repeatedly late turning up to work. I suppose that's the only thing with young lads, isn't it? You kind of, I've got to admit, if I had the money that Greenwood probably has at his age, I'd probably be dead. But yeah, it's not the best. This is where I think maybe Ollie is right to pull him out and just put his arm around him a little bit and be like, look, you haven't made it yet. You can do, and you will do if you put your head down and you work hard. But I'd say that's the problem these days. You don't have the, I remember, Giggs said, in his first season, he broke into the squad. He was still fucking cleaning boots. Do you know what I mean? So was Beckham, so was Scholes, so was Giggs, so was Neville. They were still cleaning football players' boots for money and stuff like that. Whereas now, as soon as they're in the squad, it's almost like, right, they've made it. And I hope Greenwood doesn't go down the same route as Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison was arguably the best youth academy prospect we had at the time. He was above Pogba. But obviously, it just went to crap. If you haven't got the mentality and all the skill in the world, what matter for shit? Look at Adel Taarabt. He's skillfully, with the ball at his feet, he's one of the best dribblers you'll probably ever see. Magnificently talented. But, same again, weak mindset, weak mentality. If you're not prepared to work hard, then it's not going to fucking come out. It's not going to turn out. And that's, yeah, exactly, George. You've literally just took the words out of my mouth. If this is, I hope it's not. I hope this is just a blip. I hope this is something he can learn from. But it's not exactly doing the best thing at the minute, is it? Yeah, we do need Record World Bubble Wrap, Amazon Prime. Just do whatever we can with Greenwood. There's obviously been the incident with Foden, which we're still talking about Greenwood, but yeah, Foden never ever gets a mention on that. I think that was a bit unfair, but you've got to think, if this is what he's doing, he's turning up late, and we've also got that going on, it's not the best. And I hope, obviously, like I said, I hope this can turn things around. George Carl's also said, best centre-back performances all season from a United player. Twanzebe, yeah, 100%. 100%. Twanzebe was absolutely immense last night. Absolutely immense. And you normally see a young centre-back come in, he'll do the odd good tackle, but you're still almost sitting on eggshells thinking, he's going to mess up, But I honestly didn't think that last night with Twanzebe. I thought he did so well. And say the guy hasn't played since Colchester to go from the so to play Colchester, then almost have a year out, and then come and absolutely pocket Mbappe, Di Maria. Just stuff dreams are made of. I thought it was absolutely unreal last night. But saying that, like I said, the whole defence is Lindelof. I've always said that I think Lindelof, apart from earlier, I think he's better than Maguire in a sense. I think he's better at playing the ball out. He's better with the ball at his feet. And this is the sad thing. Perhaps if we'd have played Maguire last night, we might have actually got beat. We don't know. Obviously, many ifs and buts. Such as, I've seen the Wan-Bissaka one. That's a weird one as well. Do you remember football was just concentrating on football? Obviously, footballers can obviously do things in their private life. But I just wish sometimes it stayed in the private life. They're always exposed by the media compared to other clubs. Well, like you said, George, they generate clicks. If it generates clicks, then it's one of those things. I remember seeing, obviously, because I'm originally from a place called Blackburn, and they used to have a player who played for Liverpool called El Youth. I remember seeing him in a nightclub at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And then the day after, he was playing at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock midday. But yet there was no mention of it at all in the media or anything like that because just won't get the clicks. But I guarantee if that would have been fucking, any other, if that would have been a United player, fucking hell, they'd have been chastised, they'd have been called unprofessional, they'd be called every name under the roof. Waiting to shoot old people to finish. Yeah. So yeah, going back onto it. So yeah, I think I am actually really looking forward to watching United against Chelsea. I think this is the thing that's almost winding me up. I've seen other people say it as well. Why isn't there as many questions being asked of Frank Lampard? Surely, and I mean surely, if Ollie's constantly getting questioned, getting called PE teacher and all this stuff, then why isn't Frank? I think Frank will eventually become a good manager. But mate, if you're asking me who I'd rather have Ollie. Lots of decisions Ollie's making. It's not exactly a bad decision, is it? I've always thought that when it's almost like when you've got two strikers fighting for a same position, they're both in good form. It's a nice headache to have. It's a nice decision to make. It's when players are playing bad, and you've almost got to put someone in because someone else is playing bad, and you haven't got a lot of form, and you're scratching your head thinking, how can I get 3 points from the next game? Whereas I think, like I said, you've got the likes of Cavani that we've yet to see. Maybe he can resurrect, a little bit of his career in a sense. Not that his career's gone necessarily downhill, but obviously, I'm trying to find a way to word this. Obviously, he's past his sell by there a little bit, and hopefully he can obviously, start firing a few goals. Like I said last night, I wouldn't mind if we're going to adopt to play free, so like we're doing 4-3-3, to see Cavani play as a target man and Martial off of him and Rashford off of him, because then you almost have like a two-pronged attack. Frank Lampard, English part of golden generation, is upset by the media. Yeah, very true. But I mean, Klopp was the same. When Klopp first came in, he was absolutely awful. I think Klopp, when he finished 7th, and then I think he had another bad finish, and then it started ticking. So not many teams you can get instant gratification. It doesn't happen a lot unless the foundations are already there. And sometimes you've almost got to rip up the foundation that was there once before. Like you've only got to look at the likes of City was an instant success, but it even took them a couple of years to get it right. Do you know what I mean? They got bought in 2008. I don't think they won the first league title until 2011, 2012. So it doesn't come instantly, even if you've got money. And that was changing managers. So yeah. I can hopefully have an Indian summer renaissance. I'm hoping so. But like I said, I'm interested to see what this Palestri lad can do. I'm interested to see what this Traore lad can do. I will always like to see youth players come through, young players, because that for me it's almost like when you see a youth player come on and score or do an assist, it's exciting because you think, yes, that they're one of us. It might not always be, and I'm not going to lie and say that I don't get excited by big signings, but at the same time, I always get a buzz off it when a youth player comes through and does well. And they're like with Rashford, the fact he came in out of nowhere because Will Hughes got injured. I think it was Will Hughes. He got injured, and now look at him. I just think it's absolutely fantastic when a youth player comes in. Oh, I think it's crashed again, as per usual. Not a lot of viewers today, I will say that. So let's give it 2 seconds. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. So in many ways, that would probably have been Sir Alex's last season. Oh, here we go. That would probably be. Yeah, it probably would have been. If he hadn't lost that league in like the last game, then I don't believe that he would have. I think he would have gone out then. But I think that was the whole idea, wasn't it? I want one last league title. Because I think he sensed what was coming. I love Sir Alex, but I think he can almost sense what was coming, that side was waking up a little bit more. And obviously, they were going to be backed. And then we might have got Pepper's City. I think, obviously, it's hindsight 2020. So I think I would have preferred us to get Klopp. So I like Klopp when he's Dortmund. As much as I hate it, as Liverpool manager, I used to like Klopp in his Dortmund days. Never got away. So swings and roundabouts. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, and then it might have meant that that RVP went to City instead of us. So you never know. You never know how these things plan out, do you? But I think it kind of worked out for itself. And then I wouldn't have minded to see him defend it, and then maybe go. I guess we don't know. Oh, hello. Big dog. But I'm going to end the stream there anyway. George. I might as well just call you George because all you've been you that's watching. But yep, don't forget, if you're watching this back and it's not live, don't forget to smash that like button. Like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends. It really does matter for help us out. And I think coming up with the next few days, we've got a couple of shows planned. We're obviously going to, I think we're doing a watch along maybe on Saturday. And we've also got the Legacy Wall coming up tomorrow with Mark. So check that out. Thank you very much. Have a good one and stay safe and have a good day. Cheers, guys.